Oh,
Yeah, I'm used to like 9.
and
Stealth
there.
and Yoda on the face-off. Interesting face-off, and it's looking like it's either Bulb or Gur. It's looking like it's Bulb and Net. That may, tip the scales. I think if I had to put money on it, I guess the blue team would win.
Bam!
You know, I guess that counts, Pay up, everyone. Yoda scoring a goal right off the bat and turning it to daytime. Thanks, Yoda. Yoda in the backfield, passing it up to Eric. Eric giving it over to Tanks. Tanks unable to catch that. Eric now, playing it back, being safe. He has a great, support goalie in the former first overall Rush. Stealth taking it up. Stealth tries for a light pass to Tom, does not get it there. Yoda up to Tanks. Tanks gets to Eric. Eric spins around Tom, and Gur is able to get it to the corner. Gur now getting it to Stealth. Stealth gets it to Tanks. Tanks in the center, just as he does. Spinning, waiting, nobody's really moving. Eric just rotating back and forth, One of the saddest things I've always missed about StarCraft that's in Warcraft is, the patrol function, where
Yeah, the patrol function.
it just auto sets you back going between 2 points. That's what Eric was doing right there. Would have been way easier if there was a patrol function, but sadly there's not. So Eric has a little bit of breakaway, and Smoothie, Bulb just in terrible position, and Eric's just able to dance around that.
I think you have to give him a little bit more time. It's only first period, but I think he'll start getting his momentum when it comes to goaltending.
Well, you could give him all the time that he wants. His team now has to score 2 goals. Gur taking it forward, gives it over to Tom. Tom unable to click through it. A great shield by Rush, able to freeze that puck. But, he's kind of doing the same thing as Bulb was, just standing deep in his net. That gives you the cross angle just really, really well. So if they could get up there and shoot cross, it might be, there's a chance for them. But they have to stop letting goals in. This blue team is 3 for 3.
I think now Team Gur, especially the captain, might have to readjust with their plan to maybe switch up goaltenders.
Here's a
Perhaps, or maybe
question: Do you
big
think
question.
Do you think they could have had a worse start?
Um, I think they are switching like I kind of assumed, and looks like Stuff is going to be the next goalie to come up for Team Gur. And again, again I haven't seen Bulbasaur goaltending that much. For those is Smoothie, so I think it was a little bit rusty at first, but then now Stuff's in play, so a little bit more experience. Hopefully, it'd be better for the team.
Already made more saves than Bulb has. That just goes off of his shield. Tom spinning, looking for someone. Gur's wide open, decides not to pass it to him. Eric with a nice click. Even though we're only in the first period, switching goalies may be too little too late. A 3-goal lead is almost always insurmountable. But it is Zealot hockey, high variance. You could see anything happen. Tom, spinning, gives it to Smoothie. Smoothie, unable to get it past. Still 0 goals on Rush, That's another thing. This team has been playing great defense. Yoda not laying anything through?
Yeah, and it also could haunt a goalie too when you don't get that shots. You don't get those reps in, and could be a little bit slow at first, just assuming that the defense is always going to protect you. So, good start for Rush, but he might want to keep himself on the edge just in case.
Yeah, Bulb with a nice try there. If he would have, actually hit a corner, that could have gone in. Rush, as I was saying earlier, kind of deep in his net. Bulb had the cross and there was no one there. It's just that he shot mid and couldn't put it in. Eric intercepts that pass, may have a little bit of an opportunity, but it's looking like the Spirit's gonna end 3-0.
Well, again, the Gers team's trying to find a goalie identity, and they assumed Bulbasaur, known as Smoothie to some folks, or the way around, that he was going to do the job in the first period. Unfortunately, he wasn't. He was a little rusty. Maybe was not as mentally prepared as he thought he was against a powerhouse like Eric Tanks and with Yoda at the back. But switching off with Stealth gave him a little bit of hope, not getting shot any more goals than what they have now, which is a 3-goal deficit against Team Eric. And so far with Eric's team, phenomenal job. Everyone's passing the puck around. Everyone has a goal at least. Yoda, Eric, Tanks, and Rush doing a phenomenal job just maintaining his goalie posture with at least one shot to keep him awake a little bit. But he's impressed with his defense so far for game one.
Here's a question. Where do you go from here if you're the blue team? You know you're up 3-0. You're probably going to win this game. Do you host East, or do you just keep hosting Central? It looks like your opponent's team just can't really do anything. They've scored one shot in the period. Maybe they could bounce back. I'm not saying it's impossible, but, there's the mind games of hosting servers in this.
Yeah, true, but I think with this round, there's a lot of players here that know each other a lot more than others. I mean, it's pretty much everyone's friendly with each other here. Played a team speak together, played a lot of games together. I think it's a little bit more fairness than versus the round that we saw previously with Nova's team, with the European Union players. But I don't know. I would think that they'll still essential this because if they assume that they can solidify a win on Central, especially since they know now that Gur is having an issue with the goalie position, then I think that they'll just keep the server the way it is.
Yeah. It's always weird to see, how server plays out when you have essentially 6 East players.
Exactly.
Gur now behind his own net, passing it up to Bulb. A little bit of a weak pass, but gets to him nonetheless. Bulb tries to pass it up to Tom. Bulb's kind of being a little bit of a problem child right now, I would say. He kind of took a bad shot when he was able to take a shot, and he hasn't really been, on his game, giving up 3 goals. Almost turns it over right there. Made Tom lose all his momentum. Kind of thinking in the back of your mind, what do you do with someone like him?
Ooh.
Bulb getting clicked from... I thought that was going to be an home.
I thought so too.
Dear God.
Here comes Rush coming out of the net. He's actually...
It won't be the first own goal we've seen today.
Though Stealth doing so far a phenomenal job for Team Gur, so he just needs to stand a little bit strong and just rely on his offense to put some points on the board.
Eric now coming up, giving it to Yoda. Yoda spinning. Gets it to Tanks.
Oh
Tanks, the nice opportunity, but Bulb finally doing something in this game and clicking it away. Gur giving it up to Tom. Tom just gets clicked by Eric. Nowhere for him to go. Just every time I see a pass back to Rush, I think it's going in for some reason.
Oh, dude, yeah, his positioning and stuff. But Tanks, oh my God, giving it to Eric. Stuff coming out of the net. What are you doing?
It didn't matter anyway. Gur with the great positioning, able to, Stealth, doing his best Rush impression, and even caps it off with, passing it to the other team. Yoda, mindful of the YOLO by Tom. Tom kind of far out for YOLO anyways, had no momentum. Gur taking it up, about a minute left in the second period. Not much happening since the goalie swap.
Oh shit, oh shit.
I say that as there was a 2-on-1, or 2-on-0 actually. But they couldn't capitalize on that, still 3-0.
35 seconds left of the second period, no production so far for the Gers team. But let's see here as...
I think that's probably a good thing, because even though there's no production, they haven't let anything in either, so...
True. Knock on wood. Rush playing the offensive powerhouse here, blocking those players.
Dear God.
A lot of hate in the Twitch right now or something. Maybe some jokes. Oh my God, Eric, concentrate, using wisdom, using the hog! You saved the day for Stealth, and Stealth He's just maintaining his poise. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Tom almost giving it to Tanks back there, and Yoda almost. There's a little bit more time that would have gone in, but
So
you go.
yeah. So again, changing the goaltenders to Stealth. I mean, good strategy right now. I mean, maybe it should have been done a little bit earlier in the first period. But not too crazy shots as Stealth has been saving. There are some hiccups that would, especially with his positioning, and of course the defense is now getting a little bit stronger for Stealth side. But again, there's no, if you strengthen defense, you lack offense, and you might have to switch it around sometimes because you're not putting points on the board for Team Gur. So all hopes on is Smoothie, known as Bulbasaur, and also to Tom to step it up into the plate. As for Team Eric, so far keeping their stance, maintaining puck control. No goals, no additional goals in from their side, but they still maintain a 3-goal lead. But it just comes down to the third period to see who wants it more.
It may not even be who wants it more. Maybe this red team does want it more, but you know what? They've dug themselves a hole, and maybe they can't climb themselves out of it. 2-goal lead, like I said earlier, isn't insurmountable, but with no momentum going their way, it's going to be pretty much impossible.
Right. They might have to sacrifice positioning with a little bit more aggression here if they want to get the puck and try to get some plays in.
And with that click going out, it's looking like already 30 seconds burned. They're going backwards, the offensive, walking at basically parking the bus, and they just have great puck control. They're just holding it in the offensive zone and then basically asking, hey, do something first.
I think Smoothie is expecting Tom to collect it here, which he does, but maybe he does maintain possession. And he's fighting it with Tanks.
Tanks and Tom, best buddies on the ice, not so much off the ice. Just average friends. And now they're bitter enemies. Tom.
Oh my god!
Smoothie. Rush, making his second save of the game. Almost gets sharked by Smoothie, but Smoothie kind of nowhere near him. Eric gives it to Yoda. Stealth, coming out of net. Great play by him. Tom, a little bit of space, closed by Eric. Eric, giving it to Rush. Rush, giving it to Tanks. Tanks immediately gets clicked by Gur. This is best of 3. The finals will be best of 7, just like all finals are. Kappa. Smoothie gives it over to Tom, but Tom unable to collect it. He is now. Tom has boost, will boost down, and Rush making 2 more great saves, and BMs it off the post. Tanks now looking, tries to find Yoda, does find Yoda. Yoda almost shoots it into Stealth, instead shoots it into Tom. Probably could have had bottom side, all scot-free, and could have scored a goal. But, vision is hard. Eric gets clicked by Gur. Gur now in the back corner. Stealth gives it up to Smoothie. Smoothie looking for Tom. Tom spinning around and unable to do something. Eric gives it over to Yoda. Yoda gives it back to Eric. Eric spinning, gives it to Yoda. And, that's some great offensive work between the two of them. Sadly, they cannot finish. But, a little bit of a chance. Smoothie had Tom.
Penetrate! Good save by Rush.
Great save. Those late reaction times really did help him out right there. And
still keep thinking that it's going to go through. Like, oh my god, these one-timers are ridiculous!
And almost a nice pass to Tom, or Tanks. When Gur is passing back to the goal, the game's over. The game was over probably, a long time ago. But fun statistic. If Bulb wasn't in net, this would still probably be a 0-0 game. Which I think is a little bit sad. You put the wrong person in net and you bite a game for it. So thinking that, maybe you do go to East because, you know, the only reason you won was because they put the wrong person in net. You see 2 flames on both goalies, but it's just, you know, this smoothie goalie. Who's this kid?
Yeah, unfortunately, it comes down to team decision and captain decision, honestly, who to start and whatnot. But fortunately, I don't think they had a goalie to start with for tonight, and somebody had to put their hand up to see who wanted to play first as a goaltender, and I think Bulbasaur took the first shot as he tried to play for his team. Fortunately, it didn't pay off because the team Eric was able to score early, but then wasn't able to score for the rest of the game. So again, yeah, you're right. Putting stuff in was a phenomenal, good backups decision from Team Gur. It's just a matter of what server they're going to play now, since now the ball is in the side of Eric's court. What players Eric's going to utilize? Because I'm pretty sure there's other players that Eric has in his arsenal that he might use depending on what server he wants to do. And the third thing is this: depending like what chemistry is Gur's team going to accomplish in order to tie this series up, because so far in game 1 there seems to be a little bit difficult in chemistry, but we'll just have to find out here in game 2.